Hello, hello, hello. Back to Elden Ring. This is going to be the part 3 stream. I forgot to change the title for that, but I'll change it in post. So, yeah, part 3 of the 100% Elden Ring walkthrough. We ended at the Saints Bridge last time. So I'll go ahead and continue here. Somebody come get her. Kind of sounds like that in the very beginning. Kind of just like, somebody come get her. Just gonna quickly promote the live on Instagram. There we go. Got that sorted, so now we can go ahead and move on. So last time we were here, we were we fought the Mad Pumpkinhead on the Sacrificial Bridge, or Saints Bridge, sorry. So last time we were here, we fought the Mad Pumpkinhead on the Sacrificial Bridge, or Saints Bridge, sorry. That had my phone playing it because I kind of use the phone to manage chat as well. It's kind of easier to see it that way than in the streaming application that I use. So as you can hear around me, there are a bunch of skeletons spawning up, and then we got Hunter D here.
Is there? Death has left its mark once again. Ah, a tarnished, are you? I'm known as D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death root. Heed my warning. The village here has been touched by death, and worse yet, it is home to a mariner. If you value your life, then go no further. The village here has been touched.
Now, if you're fighting skeletons and you have a holy enchanted weapon that does holy damage, you don't need to hit them while they're on the ground. That's a little interesting tidbit that I learned when I watched another streamer doing Elden Ring.
The village here has been
a long time ago.
Turn back.
Okay, so he's basically just telling us, don't go fight the mariner. So we're just gonna go down here. Go ahead and fight this buddy too. No, before we actually move on though, I should probably take a look at my notes here. So, we're not actually going to go fight the Mariner, we're going to go back to the Third Church of America, Side of Grace. My cat is currently making biscuits on my feet. I'm just going to let him keep doing it, because he likes the attention that my foot gives him, apparently. So from the Third Church of America, we're just gonna head north up the hill. Then we're going to go to the rear jail tunnel entrance. So we're gonna go up the Spirit Springs until we pass a group of wolves. Sorry, a pack of wolves. Don't want the furries to come after me for saying the wrong thing, you know. But yeah, we're gonna go past them, go up the other Spirit Spring. And then there's a final Spirit Spring right here. And here is the rear jail tunnel entrance in East Limgrave. We're just gonna head on in, and then we're going to see Alexander the Greatjar, who somehow got in here through that small door with his big old body. So, let's go ahead and talk to him.
Ah, I hadn't expected to see your face again. Are you heading to the Festival of Combat too? Oh, no need to be coy with me. Judging by the fine wallop you gave the old backside earlier, I would venture you're something of a warrior yourself. The mere thought of such a festival gets the blood pumping, eh? Now, according to my calculations, passing through this road should lead us to the Kaled Wilds. But, however you slice it, it seems we've reached a dead end. I'm sorry to have raised your hopes. It seems my calculations must have been off. I was created to be a warrior vessel. Many great warriors reside within me, ever dreaming of becoming a great champion. It's my destiny, and the reason for which I quest. It is my ordeal, you could say. To test myself, to better myself, to fell ever greater foes. And then, one day, we'll be a single great champion, the greatest of them all. What do you think, eh? How do you rate my chances? I was many.
Yeah, so then he's just gonna repeat himself. He just exhausts his dialogue. Nothing important. It's not actually part of his quest. It's completely optional to talk to him, but it does give you some interesting lore and some extra dialogue. So that's really all there is to that. So now we're gonna head back out of here so that we can teleport again. And then we're gonna head to the nomadic merchant in front of the Saints Bridge. And then we're going to kill this merchant as well for his bell bearing. Because trying to get around to all the different merchants is a big pain throughout the game when you're trying to just have one thing to do, and then it's just, oh, I have to go to this merchant, I have to go to that merchant, I have to go to this merchant again. Like I said, yeah, it just becomes... I just want to fight him again because I can. Go ahead and take him out for a Sanctuary Stone, which is also kind of a useless item. And then we can move on. And here's the nomadic merchant. I always feel bad for killing these guys though, because like Calais is such a such a chill dude. But he's just gonna go ahead and backstab us so he can't look at us in the eye. Oh, okay. That was unexpected.
Could you? What have I ever done?
Yeah, see, he left. He was already kind of going out the back end. So then we press the nomadic merchant. We get from him. We have the nomadic warrior's cookbook. And then Let me quickly get away from the skeleton so I can go to my checklist. So we just went to the rear jail tunnel entrance, got Iron Fist Alexander's NPC little bit of lore, talked to the nomadic merchant, we got his bell bearing, and we didn't, I can't remember if we bought the Nomadic Warriors cookbook or not, but then we already talked to D, Hunter of the Dead, and now we're going to go to the Summon Water Village outskirts, which is that side of grace right there. And then we're just going to fight the Tibia Mariner, because we're here, might as well get some death root out of it. We'll rest here because Pumpkinhead slapped us a little bit hard. And can't level up yet, we need 1200 more for that. And so now we'll go in here, and then we'll summon our wolves in as well, so that we don't get bombarded by the skeletons that like to reside here. And this guy will just teleport around and appear in random little places. So he just appeared over here. He's gonna call up a bunch of skeletons. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention also, he absolutely hurts. And he's doing that. He kills those skeletons, which is pretty helpful. Kind of cheese the fight on the horse. So he's probably back on over here. Yep, some sniped. That should kill all the skeletons as well. And you get 2400, some death root, and to get the skeletal militiaman ashes. And once you're here, I believe there is something up in here. If not, then I'm just simply wrong. Yeah, there's nothing there. So let me just look at my checklist again. So we just got the Summon Water Village outskirts, beat the Tibia Mariner, got the Death Root, got the Skeletal Militiaman Ashes, and then there is a Turtle Talisman over here, which helps the increase of your stamina to regen. Which, as a dex build, we're going to be using that as a very useful item. Later on, you get a two-headed turtle talisman, which is also extremely helpful. And you got all these little turtles, all just friendly little guys. And there's a very big joke that the one priest in the one church that absolves your sins in the Elden Ring, that he's just a big old dog. So we'll go ahead and go to equipment and put on this lovely little stamina recovery talisman. And then we'll go back to the Summon Water outskirts village. Summon Water Village outskirts, Side of Grace, and then rest and reset the area completely. And then I believe D should no longer be up there. Okay. Okay, so he is in the Summon Water Village somewhere, and we have to go talk to him after the... There he is. So he'll be right here by the tree, right down from the Side of Grace, and I'll be quiet for his dialogue.
Another fool who won't listen to reason, eh? But with a prowess for weeding deathroot. How would you like to earn the strength of beasts? If you're inclined to hunt more of those who live in death and weed their deathroot, Then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman. I have a matter of my own to attend to, and the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you?
You're gonna accept his introduction.
Very well. Show me your map. I've marked the location for you, of a hidden gateway. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
So the mark on the map is right north from the Third Church America site of Grace. So we just got the Green Turtle Talisman and spoke to D. Hunter of the Dead. And then we're going to go back to the War Master's Shack side of Grace. War Master's Shack, there we go. And then we're going to head northwest and find some giant pillars. And then hug the cliff edge. And then we'll find the Strength Knot Crystal Tier. So I'll go northwest. And there's some pillars, which is just I believe it's the Bridge of Sacrifice. And then we're gonna hug the cliff edge over here. On the elevated part, not down here, I apologize for that. So we're gonna head on up here, head left onto the elevated portion over here, and then hug the cliff edge. I love killing those guys whenever I get the chance to. I am actually extremely confused right now. Once again, nothing new, right? Near the giant enemy, so there's a giant over here. My notes said there should be a big bowl with the crystal tier in it. Yep, there it is. So, from the War Master's Shack side of Grace, you literally just head right over here. Right on this cliff edge. And then from there, we're going to go northeast of this crystal tier to fight the Recusant Hernicus. Henricus. So northeast, heading over to the arena over here. And then bang, he's gonna try and invade you. Well, he's going to invade you, but it's, as far as I remember, it's not too hard of a fight. He does stance break you extremely easily, though. Yep, stance breaks regular with this guy. But you can also stance break him and then cause bleed, like I'm doing, and you'll pretty easily get rid of him. Then get the Hammer Talisman, which ups the damage that you do with hammers. So those two things allow you to do fights at the arena, which you can also find a statue of, I believe, America or yeah, I think it's this America statue that allows you to do the Coliseum fights against other players. So yeah, you can't even get into the Coliseum here. You just kind of want to go through all these little things and then get the small things that are there. Nothing super important if you want. Yeah, so right here. Oh, you can't open it here. Yeah, so there's a Statue of America, and here is the Coliseum. So yeah, so then you can go here and you can enter the Coliseum combat in Limgrave, or you can do it from the Round Table Hold. This is actually a half-broken Coliseum and not a full one, which is interesting for some lore later on, so I won't go too much into that now. But as you can see, it's on the edge of a cliff. At the shattering of the Elden Ring, the land was completely ruined. As you can see, like, this is a whole building and it's just gone. And a few different places are like that, where you just have a half little Coliseum type thing. But anyways, so once we've gotten the Strength Knot Crystal Tier, the Recusant Henricus Invader, the Hammer Talisman, the Small Red Effigy, and the Duelist Furled Finger, there is a Deathbird fight, and this is at the southeast portion from the War Master's Shack. So I'll go back to the War Master's Shack and turn it to night and fight the Deathbird that is southeast from there. And my cat has just licked my toe. So yeah, the Deathbird will be over here, not down there, over here, at nighttime. So I think I actually forgot to turn it tonight. But yeah, so the Deathbird will be right over there at nighttime, and he'll drop the blue feathered branch sword, which is it's an okay weapon. It's not anything that I would write home about necessarily. Let's go ahead and put up the endurance, because endurance is going to start becoming pretty important here soon. So once again, forgot to set to pass to nighttime. So we're gonna go on past until nightfall, and then we're gonna go fight the Deathbird that is southeast from here. So it's now nighttime. Night Baron Hall is still there, I think, I hope. Yeah, he's still there. So then we're just gonna head southeast, and we're gonna go to that ruin right over here, so that we don't have to deal with the giants while we fight this bird. This frickin' bird. Yeah, so he should appear right there. I lost a bunch of packets just now. Yeah, get those goats for me. They're really interfering with me right now. Don't let him kill you here, because that means we're going to have to go through that whole thing of resetting tonight again. And have the giants kill it for you. That's another strat you can do, but sometimes it's a bit hard to control where the giants are hitting, so oftentimes you'll find yourself getting killed by them. So then you got the blue feathered branch sword, and it's a talisman. And we're back at the enemy camp. That's not where I wanted to be. Yeah, we'll go ahead and head back to the War Master's shack and rest there to reset and get our flasks back. Then southeast from the Colosseum, there is a mounted enemy. You can kill him for the Ash of War Golden Vow. So yeah, here's the Limgrave Colosseum. Then to the southeast of it, there is a mounted enemy right up here. So again, I'll go ahead and head over onto the... Oh yeah, and back there you can try and fight that bell-bearing hunter. And it's just a nightmare to deal with at this level. Until you get better armor or a better, actually not even better armor, just a better weapon so you can just do more damage. And you get the Ash of War Golden Vow. And then near the Ash of War Golden Vow, along the cliff, you're going to look for a large square ruin. And then you're going to get the lance. That's a summer smithing stone. Set along the cliff. My own notes aren't super clear to me sometimes. It's just like, oh, there's square ruins, and then there's I can find a lance on top of them. And that's down. Yeah, looking at notes and playing Elden Ring is kind of difficult at times. Near the Ash of War Golden Vow along the cliff, look for the large square ruins building and jump down. Oh, jump down to find jump down from it. Okay. Yeah, so once you kill the Ash of War guy, you're gonna want to just jump down to the ruin from the mounted enemy, and then you'll find your lance there. Those giants stay aggro for so long, it's just difficult to get around them sometimes. This over here was the mounted enemy. There's a little burning slug. But and then near where we just killed this dude, we can find our promised lance. says we're gonna want to jump down to it. Is this it right here? Yep, right there. And here we get the lance. So we just defeated the Deathbird, got the blue feathered branch sword and the Ash of War, golden vow, and the lance. Heading on to the death-touched catacombs from the Saint's Bridge side of Grace. From the Saint's Bridge side of Grace, we're going to head west back toward the camp. So turning right on around and head west back towards the camp. And we're gonna hug the right cliff face until and you can jump up here. So this dude's pointing over here, so I think it is up there. So the statues usually tell you exactly where every catacombs is. They kind of just were like, hey, there it is. You can talk to the ghost for some extra lore. Unthinkable, our hallowed resting place is violated. To refuse the Urtree's call to return to live within death, sickening. So we'll head on in there and grab the side of Grace, and then head on to get our second Uchi Katana, which is going to just increase our blood loss buildup by so much. So obviously, there's another one where you need to get a lever to open the door, and so we're just gonna grab this summoning pool, and then move on down. You're just gonna want to hit these guys as soon and as fast as possible. Listen, bud, I didn't want to have to do this, but you left me no choice. Yeah, just before they revive, just give him a good old slap. There's a skeleton boy in here. He thought he could hide from me, but the mist gave him away. Just like my parents gave away my first dog. Just kidding. But not really. So we're just gonna keep on going through here. You're gonna want to get to where the skeletons are up on a ledge, and you'll get the Uchi Katana, the second one, from up there. Yeah, there's two skeletons that are gonna wake up right there, and you're just gonna want to let them. Oh, I forgot their roll. Like little roly-polies. No reviving for you, even though you're already revived as a skeleton. I hate these cramped spaces because the camera is just so awful. So you're gonna head on down, and then you'll see the lever over there. But oh, he has extra runes in his soul. In his dark soul. I mean, what? Then I think there's... I forgot how to get up there, actually. But yeah, it's up there on the ledge with those archer skellies. I was just about to say that. Oh, they didn't notice me? Join that. Yeah, how do I do that? How do I get up there? Oh, that might have to do with that one place where we ran from, so just go on back over here and head through right here. And then you can head on out to the platform. Just make them fall down. Listen, bud. Oh, I'm almost dead. Grab the Uchigatana, and then head on back to the entrance from whence we came, and then we can fight the little catacombs boss. I feel like I should have enough, but just to be safe, I'm just gonna rest there anyways. Just to be sure. And then we'll go ahead and head on down to the boss fight. Black Knife Assassin is one of my least favorite things to fight. Yeah, come on. Go fight him. Yeah, so once you got 2 of these with ya, I don't think you can use a weapon skill. Oh, you can still use a weapon skill with them. I wonder how that works. Let's just quickly see. Oh, so it still just does it with one, and then you just grab your other one once you're done with the move. So yeah, that's the catacombs, and we have our second Uchigatana, which is going to make a lot of bleed build-up much easier. So now, just to recap really quickly, we got the Death Touch Catacombs, the Uchigatana, beat the Black Knife Assassin, got the Assassin's Crimson Dagger, got the Death Root, talked to the Ghost, then northeast from the Death Touch Catacombs, we can get the Lance Talisman. I believe this is it over here. Unless that's just a golden rune. Which is totally possible. Yeah, so that's just the golden rune, so we just head northeast of the catacomb. Past the bridge pillar. And oh yeah, I think we grabbed the Lance Talisman last time. So then we're going to go back to the Saints Bridge, and then we're going to jump down from the site of grace here. So we're gonna find the Spirit Spring. So we're gonna go jump over here. And bang, Spirit Spring jump. And then we're gonna follow the canyon north past the land octopi. We're gonna go to the High Road Cave. Oh! The High Road Cave is, in fact, on the high road right here. It's just my brain has been glitching a lot lately. Maybe I'm just another AI glitching because the script for JoeBiden.exe has stopped running. And so we'll just go ahead and keep on going up here to the High Road Caves, and it contains Smithing Stones 1 and 2. Unless I'm genuinely stupid. Okay, I'm not. I just slightly missed it. Got the turtleneck meat. And I might actually be stupid, chat. And over here? Did I miswrite my notes? Past the Langed Octopus. Not there. Not there. Unless it's right there. Nope. High Road Cave. I might actually be cooked. Calmness, yeah, but I constantly lose where I'm supposed to be going. So it's just following the canyon north, and then on the left there should be a cave. Yep, chat, I'm cooked. I am so cooked. I am well done. I am well done, and it's a travesty because if you cook a steak that way, it's really just you're wasting some good meat there. And then we'll go ahead and get the summoning pool and head on down into the cave without any light because I still haven't bought a freaking lantern. If you can't see anything, I can't see anything because my stream is slightly brightened to look at. Okay, yeah, there's a hole. I think there's a rune bear down there. Oh, hello. And then we are left to have to go down here. Ah, I was about to be so cooked if I missed that jump. The old Dark Souls method of just rolling down because the jumping mechanic was so utterly horrible. We can drop all the way down. And then we can go up here to where I see a little bit of something, and it turns out to be a little bit of nothing. And so we're gonna go down into the depths where we find light. don't want to destroy all the light, because then we can't see. I should really go get that lantern. And I can't even fully look at my stream either because I have a pretty decent delay on it. So I can actually see that on my I could actually see that secondhand on the stream just now. So you guys definitely have a better view than I do of what my own screen is showing me. The wolves would just chill. I wouldn't have to kill them all. Okay. So here's a Steak America. Bat needs to die. I hate the bats with such a ferocious passion in my mind. And this is why. This is why I hate the bats so much. Steak America. Yeah, I'm definitely just gonna go buy the torch from Kale because I can't deal with not seeing anything when I'm playing. Okay. Get my health back. And then carefully actually there's a big land octopus right over here, I believe. Nope, just the small ones, a bunch of small ones. I'm just gonna go ahead and run back out to where it's nice and light again. And then look around hopelessly to find the place to jump to. I think we gotta jump over there. But I don't know why. Can't see anything. I should be able to make that, but we're just gonna play it safer. Nope, still dying. See, this is also part of, streaming. It's just trial and error constantly until you find something that works. There's gotta be a way off of this thing. Or it's a little bit screwed for going in there even. We have to go ahead and go past these guys. Nothing here. Nothing over there. Ah, yes. Something not over there. Bat corpse. There we go. Oh, there's a place to drop down right there. Okay. Okay, bud. Okay, bud. See, I understand that he wants the game to be hard, but that's just mean. That's really just mean. Yep. Avoid that at the very last second, and I almost died because I wanted to live without getting maimed. Got a little land octopus right here that doesn't belong here. And then you can head on up over here, which I assume will allow you... Oh, yep, there's the big one. No! Okay, at least we know how to get through this much faster now, though. Instead of standing there at the edge, just looking like, oh, where did my just go? Still, just the lack of light's killing me. I usually go and get the lantern, but I don't have it in my notes yet. So from here, we're just gonna go ahead and just run. But we did almost have that big ol' octopus. Just shove it right in that hole. Let me kill this. Oh, that's a little. It's a little baby octopus. Okay. Listen, bud. You're going to die, and now all these little octopuses are gonna die too because you have made me angry. I hope you're happy. You maybe resort to killing the small ones. Oh, there's a soldier. Lovely. Okay. So I hear... Okay, there we go. And now we have our Furl Calling Finger That Remedy. And you go down into there. And back down over here is a boss fight mist. I don't think we need to go back over to anything else over here. So, let me check my notes real quick. So, we have the... We got the Howard Cave, got the Shamshir, the... Oh, okay, that wasn't even a boss fight yet, so we're gonna go fight the Guardian Golem now. And we will have our summons for this fight, thankfully. So we'll have a nice summon, and then we'll get the blue Dancer charm from that. Guardian Golem. Their ankles are always weak, so just go ahead and someone's angry. Go ahead and stab him right in his chest. And that should finish him off. Yep, finished him off. Pretty easy fight. Got the blue Dancer charm. So the blue Dancer charm raises your attack power while you have less weapons, less equipped as your weight is lower. So that's a nice little thing to remember when you're nice and skinny. You have a higher attack. So once we get out of there, we're going to go to the Aguil Lake South. Wait, no. We're going to the Aguil Lake North side of Grace. And we are going to head southeast which is down the bridge, and then we're gonna turn north and follow the cliff to the right from the bridge. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep going along this way. Then give our lovely torch guy. So the reason I have it out for that specific torch guy, I'll always go out of my way to try and kill him, is because in my first playthrough, he killed me twice. It was my second Souls game, and he killed me twice. So the natural thing for me to do was to just forevermore hate him and kill him every time I see him. Which I feel is a pretty, you know, tame thing. Whenever someone makes you angry, just go ahead and start wanting to go smack him every time you see him. So, Murkwater Coast. And then this is the Artist Shack, not the Murkwater Coast, but it'll be a site of grace closer to where we're trying to go anyways. So this is a Painter's Shack. We'll actually go ahead and rest here as well, because you'll be able to level up. And actually, talking about the lower equip load and higher attack, you'll actually see, from now on, basically, unless you're fighting poison or you're doing something else of the sort, you're not really going to need armor. Physical attack is going to be physical attack. It's going to damage you no matter what. It's just, are you going to look cool while doing it, or are you going to be fully armorless while you're doing it? So I usually go for the Fashion Souls type thing, and so I usually like to look nice when I play. In my last playthrough through the first DLC, I just had the heaviest armor possible because I was under leveled for the DLC, and that armor carried me through probably half that DLC as well as my very overpowered weapons. We're gonna head southwest from this site of grace and head to an unnamed enemy camp and get the Armor's Cookbook 1, which is right over here. It's just sitting here, ready for us to grab. So and there's a horse guy, okay. So once we go from there, I want to head back to the shack, but I'm gonna go ahead and rest the site of grace so I can just reset the enemy so that we can get going again. So we got the Murkwater Coast, the Armor's Cookbook 1, and the Artist Shack, and the Homing Instinct Painting. Then we'll head over to the Stormhill Shack again. Yeah, Stormhill Shack. So we'll go ahead and go over there and follow the road, and we're just gonna follow the road northwest. So just right up here. Yeah, so we'll head northwest, and then we'll find a bridge, and we'll be able to talk to the Finger Crone. And this is not by any means necessary, this is just for some extra lore.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers.
Yeah.
Bless you. Head to the foundation of gold tarnished. Traverse Rhea Lucaria, glintstone eventide, and reunite the half-crescents at the Grand Lift. Oh, but the bridge is collapsed and cannot be crossed. Only, why should that matter? Stormvale Castle still stands tall. You.
Yeah, and once we've done that, you've exhausted whatever she can tell you. We're just gonna head to the edge of the bridge now, and we're going to pick up the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 7. I believe this is where the notes are gonna have us avoid Stormvale and head into the Liurnia. And there's a Ash of War beetle right here. Okay. So we'll have to go and redo that whole run back up there. But that is for the Ash of War Storm Wall. And then we're going to go back to the Stranded Graveyard and use the 2 keys. Stone Sword keys. So this was once a bridge that led all the way to the Liurnia of the Lakes. And it was supposedly in the past an easier way to get there. But it is, as you can see, now collapsed, and so there's a whole other road you can take past Stormvale. To not have to fight the first boss, you can kind of do the bosses in whatever order you want. What's interesting, though, is technically Renala isn't even, yeah, once he falls down there, you'll just look at the Ash of War. Pick up your runes. Oh, I just kicked my cat. Sorry, I know you're sleeping. Oh yeah, his head's like bent all the way back. And then we're gonna go to the Fringe Folk Hero's grave from the Stranded Graveyard. Hold on. I think we're supposed to buy more Stone Sword keys. Yeah, you're so... Patch is the Stone Sword key. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and head over to Patches then, because we want the Stone Sword key to get in. Go ahead and fight these guys again. Just head on down. Okay. Unforgivable. Absolutely unforgivable. And then head on down here to Patches to purchase a Stone Sword key.
Hello again.
Which is 5,000.
Cheers for that.
We'll just talk to him,
Something on you? No.
and then we'll sell some things off to him. And we'll just go ahead and sell one of our runes. And then we'll go and purchase the stone sword for 5,000 runes. Let me go in my notes and just make sure we did that. Yep, and we got his stone sword key. And the market shackle from last time. So at this point, we are nearly 7% done with the game. The base game. So... and it takes 2 stone sword keys to unlock, actually. So I need to see where we can buy a second stone sword key. Well, when we find one, we can come back to the Fringe Folk Hero's grave. So that's not of the most importance right now. It's a thing you can come do. And so we're going to head on over to the Castleward Tunnel. So from Stormhill Shack, we're going to just go past the enemies and then head on to the left to go through the tunnel. So I'll go back up through here. Just give our buddy boy a little slap. And then get this scarab. And that gives us the Wild Strikes Ash of War. There is a ballista here. Once again, it will wreck your face if you're not careful. And then we'll just head on into the tunnel. And once you touch the side of Grace, you can rest there, or you can go back and fight all these guys. I generally like fighting as much as I can, because it just gives you runes to level up with. That's the other thing, when you have 2 weapons out, you can't just firm one of them having their sword or shield up. Once they don't... Oh. Yeah, these guys become much more of a pain once you don't have, you know, a dual-handed sword going. So once we rest the side of Grace, I'm gonna mark that off. And then we're gonna go meet Sorcerer Rogier after... Actually, we could summon him for this fight. So we summon Sorcerer Rogier, someone we haven't met yet. And then we walk in to Margit the Fell Omen. So walk in all cold. Do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Da-now-now-now-now-now. We're just gonna watch this cutscene.
Tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
He's kind of hairy. Like our smooth boy. Margaret is one of the bosses that teaches you that dodging does not matter anything in the world. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm thinking I should probably... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go upgrade my second Uchikatana at the Church of LA. With a little anvil that's there for me. That way I'm just doing a little bit extra damage on each hit, and bleed buildup should go up with that as well. So we're gonna go ahead and go over here and strengthen the armament. However, I forgot that I do not have runes. So we'll go ahead and just use that to get 1800 and hope that's enough. Oh, yeah, so we need 2
Always a pleasure.
more smithing stones. We'll go ahead and get the torch here while we're here.
Goodbye. Nice.
Smithing stones, smithing stones. And then we'll head back into the Castleward Tunnel and once again fight Margit. Once we fight Margit, we get the Margit. We beat him. And then we get a talisman pouch, and then we get his Sight of Grace. Fortunately, this is one of the few times where a summon dying does not matter, because some of the places a summon dying is a really bad thing. So we'll go through here, put our focus on him, summon our dogs, and let them go ahead and take aggro off of him first. And then we can come in up behind him and get started. Yeah, he smacks hard. We got him, folks. Bang! We got the talisman pouch. Immediately, I'm gonna go commit the...
Smoldering with thy meager flame, cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
And I'll go ahead and equip the Assassin's Crimson Dagger. And then we're gonna take the Site of Grace and rest and level up. And Melina will talk to us.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
And then we're gonna go to the Round Table Hold.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Oh no, a woman's touching me. No, don't do it. No! Ah! That's the reaction every man should have when a woman touches them, is just to immediately, spontaneously combust. So now we're at the Round Table Hold, and we can talk to a few different fellas here. We see D over here, but our first NPCs could be Corin.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace. You do? Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the Two Fingers?
And you can get a few different things here. You can get the Urgent Heal, Cure Poison, Magic Fortification, Flame Fortification, and the Rejection, Catch Flame, and Flame Sling. I'm not really interested in any of his stuff. If you have prayer books, do not give them to him. And so I believe we just got the prayer gesture. So we'll go ahead and just quickly see. Yep, prayer. So you can remember he sells incantations. If you're doing a full faith build, you can get some of the stuff from him. And then we're gonna go talk to Dialos. This is a Night Hunter D, but this is Dialos.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me. Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy. Be sure to tell me if she's a servant.
Yeah,
She's
but
been
then
my
you just want to do everyone's dialogue.
Ah, hello again. You haven't gone to see Garank yet, have you? Well, no rush. You do as you please. Just as long as he doesn't starve to death, eh? Go to Gurranq only if you're killing those who live in death and weeding their death root is a path not to be trod without ample resolve. Go to Gurranq, killing those is a
Yeah,
path.
so then exhaust his dialogue as well. And then we come talk to this frail old looking fella.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure. There's nothing left to say.
Yeah, so once you've exhausted his dialogue, we can go on over here and talk to Master Hugh.
Your new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
And then we're gonna just talk to him about his dialogue.
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. Well, no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
And that's a mystery. So then we're gonna go in here and we can sell stuff to him as well. So then we can upgrade our other Uchikatana. Then we can look at the Ashes of War. So you can start having them scale off different things. So I believe Unsheath makes a scale off of dexterity with B, and then if you do quality, it is going to scale off of strength and dexterity. Or you can make the magic Uchikatana and go into intelligence. But for the purpose of our build, I'm planning on going in the holy route. I'm gonna probably go with the sacred Uchikatana, and I think that'll be fun. But it does horribly scale against your dexterity and strength. So we're just gonna keep this as it is for now, just because I don't want to mess with it too much. And then we'll go on to talk to Fia, the deathbed companion.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act.
And you're gonna let her hold you.
Ah, my thanks, great champion. You are very warm. What you felt light up inside you was a Baldakin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms
as often as you need.
And so the Baldachin's Blessing, what it does, okay, so once you have her hold you, you then lose some HP, and you gain a weakness to something. Yeah, so you say, yeah, you just lose some HP. So you lose HP, and then once you die, you don't get it back unless you do the Baldachin's Blessing, which ups your poise for a little bit. So sometimes it's nice to have for a boss fight if you're not too much into vigor checks. But anyways, we're going to talk to Ensha now. And get the what do you want gesture from him, and you can never talk to him again. Then over here are the twin maiden husks, and you can offer the bell bearings that we've gotten so far to them. So you can look at the bell bearings. Oh, I actually do have 2 here, so I'm going to take those and be able to upgrade my sword. And then while we're here, we're also just going to buy the Armor's Cookbook. And then otherwise they have nothing too special to offer. They have the Stone Sword keys though, so we're just going to scoop both of those up because they're important. But they also have a finger seal, which is one of the worst seals in the game. And then they also sell you rune arcs, the white cipher ring, and the blue cipher ring, and the memory stone. And then, of course, another Stone Sword key. And now we have no more belly bearings off to offer. So, we've talked to Ensha, got the what do you want, we got the Twin Maiden Husks, bought 2 of the Stone Sword keys, actually, while we're doing that. I'm just gonna commit a cardinal sin in my book of Elden Ring. Consume those. Consume this, and buy the last key. Just that way, it's done. You don't have to come back to buy keys from them anymore. So then you buy the Stone Sword key, and then we're gonna go do a little invader fight. So we're gonna run back out here, and we're going to go up the stairs here, where Sorcerer Rajir will later appear right here. We're gonna jump down, and we're gonna get invaded by Mad Tongue Alberic. Yeah, he's a bit of a tough fight, but we'll get him this time. So we'll go back down to the round table of Lost Grace at the round table hold, and we're just gonna keep trying that fight again and again until we get it. So you want to let him complete the bow to get the reverential bow gesture. So yeah, we're gonna have him summon in, and we're just gonna run away. Oh, the bow, not the bow. Sorry. I was a bit silly for my gosh. There we go. Just took all my flasks to do it. And you get the Taunter's Tongue. And the Taunter's Tongue lures in invaders, so you're more likely to get invaded if you activate the Taunter's Tongue. And you can come in here, and you can get the Cypher Pata, which is a faith weapon, I believe. Yeah, it's a straight up just faith weapon. And it only does holy damage. So we're going to switch display. One of the weapons originating from the two fingers, a formless sequence of ciphers comprising its blade, and as such, no shield can repel it, deals holy damage. The furtive inscription appears to hang in the air, the language of light spoken by the two fingers. And it has the unblockable blade unique skill, and it imbues the Cypher Pata with light, then lunge forward with a sudden piercing attack, and this attack cannot be blocked. It's a very fast weapon as well. So once you've beat the Mad Tongue Alberic, I'm just gonna do my checklist real quick to make sure I don't miss anything. We got the Taunter's Tongue, Reverential Bow, and Cypher Pata. And then it wants you to use some Stone Sword keys to get the Crespus Black Key crossbow, which is I believe, one of the best crossbows in the game. It's just a pretty strong crossbow. It takes Somber Smithing Stones, and yeah, so it's a strong crossbow. So once we're back up here, we'll just go ahead and do that since we have the... I think we have 4. We need 2 to get into the one grave site that we didn't go to yet. So now we are down to 3, and we go in here, get the Crespus Black Key crossbow, and you can also go in here. And I think that actually just put us down to 1 again. When will I learn? Oh no, we're still at 2. Okay, good. And we get the Assassin's Prayer Book. You don't want to give it to Corrin. Giving it to Corrin is bad. Do not give Corrin any prayer books. And then once we have the Crespus Black Key crossbow, we can head back to the Stormvale Castle. We'll just go ahead and rest here. See if we have enough runes to level up. We don't, of course. Well, actually, we'll go over to the Twin Maiden Husks and sell some stuff off to them that I just never use. So, can I not sell to them? Oh, I thought I could sell to them. Well, that's fine. So then we're gonna head back to the Mark at the Fell Omen Site of Grace. And then we'll head on up the stairs. But before we go all the way up, there's a little secret back here for us. So as you can see, you can go up there. So we'll go over here to where we see it's crashed down, and bang, we're gonna go on over here. You don't want to jump down there because that is death, immediate and unrelenting death. But you can go in here, and you can see something over there. Over here, a warbird will attack you. Or no, it's over there, I apologize. I really need to start, like, studying a little bit more into my notes before I start streaming. But anyways, so we can go back out here, and then jump down, and then we can go back the other way on the right side of the staircase to get that item that was sitting there. So, over here, you can get the Stormvale Site of Grace. Now, as you can see, there's an opening right there. So we'll go ahead and go down these stairs, and then we will get the Fro-Calling Finger Remedy that is sat over here. And then there is a wooden platform you can jump down onto, and then you can turn right, and you will get the small item that you could not get earlier, which is a fire grease, 2 of them. They are pretty effective in this area against some of the enemies that you face later on in the castle. And generally, as a rule of thumb, when you are given certain types of weapon greases, you are given them because they are effective in that area. And I didn't probably catch on to that till about my 5th playthrough. And so we'll go ahead and talk to Gustok.
You there? Come over here, would you? You're tarnished, aren't you? I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected.
And you're just gonna have him not open the main gate.
Yes, that's the spirit. You're just the kind of tarnished that I like. I pray for your success.
So he follows behind you. You won't actually see him do it, but you'll enter a room and he'll close the door behind you where there's a somewhat strong enemy. And so, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this guy. He's really just annoying to me in general. And so, actually, I just want to make sure I exhausted the dialogue. Make sure you exhaust his dialogue before you move on. Yeah, so you're just gonna move on from that conversation because that's exhausted his dialogue for now. And then once we open the main gate a little bit later on, he is a merchant. So yeah, here will be a hawk that attacks us, right there. Just don't take, just don't take it from him. Just kill him when you get the chance. Oh no, I can't believe I missed. Okay. Main thing is, just make sure you kill him with ever increasing haste. And then run on over here. And get this. Bolts. 10 of them for the crossbow that you got a little bit earlier in the round table hold. And then we can move on and run on up here. These guys are so strong. I hate the birds. With so much of my heart, I hate the birds. Actually, you know what? Instead of having the critical hits restore HP, I'm just gonna have the Blue Dancer Charm raises my attack power with my lower equipment load. So with the lower equipment load, I'm going to be doing more damage since my equip load is only 31.9 out of the 57 I'm allotted currently. And so we'll go ahead and just do this whole thing again. Oh look, a bird's going to come attack me. Oh no, please don't do that, Mr. Bird. Oh no. Meet your nightmares. Give me your Stormhawk feather. really want to get him with a jump attack. There, one less to deal with. Bang, bang. So we get the Stormhawk feathers there, and we can go up here, and I'm gonna see if I can try and bait one bird at a time, because I don't want to fight 3 of them at the same time again. They make me paranoid because I can hear them. Okay. Oh, okay. Or just ignore the game rules and notice me regardless of what I do. I thought I could. No, I guess if you have a little bit of patience, they're pretty easy enemies. You got our Smithing Stone 3 there. You're just gonna want to move on up here to the right and jump down to get a Sight of Grace. Get the summon sign and hit the Sight of Grace, and then we're gonna move on up. You don't want that guy to blow his little horn, so you're gonna want to grab this marred leather shield. These enemies are pretty easy to run through the castle here. The only times we gotta look out really for any of the enemies is the ones that throw the little exploding bombs at you, because these barrels explode. And these barrels exploding is a bad thing for us. So we're gonna want to sneak up on this fella. Because he hurts a lot. And then we got another dex weapon that does pretty good lead buildup. It's actually extremely fast. It's just like you just cosplay Wolverine, or a medieval Wolverine. So once again, just gonna bait out. Thought I was baiting out an attack. I thought I had him, not gonna lie. So you can also do a jump attack down into there. You get a weathered straight sword and some throwing daggers from that corpse, and you can jump up here to grab a Saint Trina's arrow. You can also go up the side over here. And also, just as a somewhat rule of thumb type thing, always when you're dual wielding, use the left button to hit with the left weapon, because then you get your double attacks in. So this gets you up to this hole. Now we also only strike with one button and don't have to spam it to do more than one hit. Yeah, so in there, you can see all those blood spots. So we're gonna go ahead and get our torch out so that we can see when we're in there. And then we get locked in here, with a beefy guy. Yep. And then I believe when we come back here, we'll have less runes because Gostok, the little bastard that he is, takes them. Yeah, so we're just gonna try and avoid his horn blow. So yeah, we'll just go through this one dual wielding. No time to mess around with that. So we're just gonna head on up here. Yeah, so we lost about 1,000 runes from that little ordeal. And we're just gonna go ahead and backstab him. Ah, gosh, damn it! I guess I don't really need a torch. Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and go through this with one sword like I said we were gonna do. Once he goes and turns around, we're gonna run up to around. We get some mushrooms from him. He's gonna shoot us with the crossbow. And then we're gonna take his greaves. I actually do believe that these are better than the greaves we currently have on. Yeah, for physical strikes and such, these are much better. Yeah, so I think every single time you get killed in there, you just have 1,000 less runes to work with because Gustaku comes and steals them. Let me... Thank you. It wasn't letting me lock onto him. There we go. we get the rusty key. And there's a chest back here. We get the curved sword talisman, which is great if you're using one of the curved swords in the game, or a curved greatsword. Yes, we've lost about 2,000 runes in that ordeal, getting killed twice, and that's just because if you don't kill Grosstock, that happens. But at the same time, you can't get his merchant stuff if you kill him. So it's a bit of a little stupid thing that you just kind of have to deal with. And then once you have the rusty key, you can come over here and open the door. So quickly, just to recap what we've done so far. We've talked to Grosstock, went to the Stormville cliffside, got the marred leather shield, the hook claws, curved sword talisman, and the rusty key. Then we're gonna head up the ladder. And then we're gonna turn to the right and jump to the platform on the right. Okay, bud, listen. So then we're gonna jump over here. And then here, you get the brick hammer. A very, very large hammer that does a lot of damage. Good for strength builds. So, can't remember exactly how to finagle this part. But, okay, so there's a ladder headed down. So I'm guessing you can just... No, that's way too far to drop, right? No, yeah, I've only done this specific thing right here like once or twice because it's such a screwy little bit of the game. I just don't want to fall off and die right here, knowing I lose my runes. I don't believe there's anything there, though, that we need. There is a thing to go inside there, though. I just can't remember if you can get down there any other way. And I just want to know if I've gotten all the items that you can get from down there. I don't see any items. So we'll just continue going. And then once you're over here, you can drop back down, or you can just go back the way you came from. And then from there, you go over here and you can grab some more fire grease. You know what? I have an inkling, a suspicion that that is something you're supposed to be able to do. Yep. Okay. Then you can have her over here. Get this guy. You can do him dirty like his friends. No, I'm actually not a big fan of these legs with this armor set. I like my full samurai attire. Yeah, so to answer my question from earlier, we definitely have been over here. So there's no point in really coming here. So we're just gonna hop on back through the hole. And then go up the... Oh, we're already up here. So then you're gonna head left now. Once you head up the stairs. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. So we're gonna go back down here and head up the ladder. And then this time, instead of turning right, we're gonna turn left to get to the rampart tower. I do not consent to you touching me. I'm reverting back to my old way of playing. I need to put my second Uchi Katana on. Yeah, right now they're kind of, it's just a base Uchi Katana, so they're just both strength scaling by B, or by D. So once, I should probably get some other scaling onto it so I can start doing more damage. But you can go over here along this ledge and get this. It's some of the best in the game. Get a mushroom. I was just kidding about the best loot in the game. It's one of the worst loot in the game. You never want to see when you go around a corner like that where you're risking your life to pick up a mushroom. I eat those for dinner like 3 or 4 times a night. I don't need more mushrooms in Elden Ring. My gosh, dude. Love how you could just hit me through the stairs. But anyways, once we get to the Rampart Tower site of Grace, where I'm just gonna cut the stream off there. It's been about 2 hours, and I'm trying not to make these longer than like 2 hours, 30 minutes. So this time, instead of doing all that finagling and loot looking, we can just sprint straight through. He's gonna blow his little horn. We're going to avoid these guys and just run through. See, they killed him for us. What considerate fellows. That's what you get for following me, like a creep. For trying to touch me again without my consent. Then you, I just don't like you. So we're gonna kill him for 67 runes? Okay. So then we're gonna run back up here and prepare for this BS that's called a fight. Yeah, come here. Come here. No, come here. Gosh, it doesn't let him just jump off the edge, but I can. Heck of a combo, bro. Okay, bud. Bro, I'm getting so sick and tired of this. So we're gonna make that run again because I'm now angry and I want to kill him so badly. Okay, wait for him to turn around, then just run up on him. Then sneak right here. Okay. I think we'll just end the stream there. On that note, we'll just come back to this. We are at almost 8% complete now. We are at 7.92% complete just because we haven't purchased a bunch of stuff. But on that note, I will see you guys in the next stream and the next YouTube video if you're watching this on YouTube. See you later.